morning, and welcome to Going to Work with Gena, which is an infomercial for STEM students. I am Dr. Gena Henderson, and this week, students, we're talking about guidance. You know, that guidance that you need as you matriculate or go from middle school to high school, as you go from high school to college. There's this transitional period where you can sometimes lose your bearings if you don't have guidance. So let's say, for instance, as you go from elementary school to middle school, sometimes you may determine that, okay, I'm not going to take my lunch anymore. I don't want my mom packing my lunch. I'm going to eat the school lunch. Sometimes from middle school to high school, you may decide, okay, I'm going to be driving to school now when I go to high school. So I may have to get up early, and you have to get up early anyway because there's some things that happen in high school. They actually go to school earlier than middle school. And then there's this transition as you go off from high school to college. And a lot of things that happen there is like parents have to decide how much or if you will be participating and funding your students' education. A lot of people do the FAFSA, and it comes back with the amount of aid that they feel that your family have to pitch in. And so parents have to set some expectations around them funding their students' education. For instance, if their student is gonna go to a different school than expected and the funding may be a little bit more, the parents would have to know of that decision in order to be able to fund you well. So all of these decisions goes into this transitional period. In this transitional period, students, you have to stay close to your parents, close to your family members, to make sure that you'll have all of the options available to you in order for you to make the correct decisions along the way. Everybody's decision won't be the same because everybody's transitional period is not the same. This is where we find out how parents, our students, are actually different. You may have one student that did something one way and this other particular student is going to do it another way. So there is no set pattern or routine to how this transitional period will affect your students. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we offer that particular guidance. Okay, so I want to thank you for going to work with Gena this morning. If there's any infomercials that you've missed, please don't hesitate to go to YouTube, Going to Work with Gena. This week we're talking guidance.